What up, Laker Nation? Today I want to get to a few things. I want to talk about management, Mitch, Jim, Magic, and Jeannie. First, I want to, break down the situation with Mitch. I supported Mitch for a long time, and now I feel that he had to go. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna break down the downfall where it all started, like the really crumble, where you know things situation got real bad. First, I want to say the situation with Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell. The way he handled that situation was real poor. He should have, supported both players, and the organization should have got around both players. Especially if you're going to free agency and you have 70 million in cap space, and just in general, that's just the right thing to do. It ain't about the money, just the right thing to do. They both family members. You should have handled that situation better. A lot of players around the league felt that they sided with D'Angelo Russell and kicked Nick Young to the curb, and the players feel that he caught bad end of the stick. I spoke to like 3 players during the summer, and they all felt the same way. They ain't like how the situation went down. They really ain't like what D'Angelo Russell did, but they also said that he was young and whatever. But they didn't like more so the way the organization handled the situation. The organization went on and on about character, that they're trying to build a better locker room, better culture. They want to do some things different. And I feel that it was a bunch of BS from the start. I shared with you guys from the start. It was a bunch of BS because the Lakers had a strong locker room presence, much stronger last year than this year. With the additions, with what they had, Kobe, Brandon Bash, Roy Hibbert, and they still had Meta. You can't tell me that Luol Deng or Mozgov is a better locker room guy or a leader than Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert was, the main guy for the Indiana Pacers, the locker room, who the players look to, and the coaching staff also. So things after the situation, went bad. Also with the coach, Byron Scott, he didn't make things better. A lot of things that Scott did turned, the organization, to a mess, for especially when they played OKC. A lot of players spoke on that. When they played OKC, he said none of the players on the Lakers have heart, and they were scared. And Kevin Durant even spoke up and said they wasn't scared. Kevin Durant took offense to that also. And ownership should have came up, and said some things to that, like but it's here or there, whatever. But that really hurt the organization also. When you're doing these things, the players today is different from the players back in the days. Now everything's immediate. These guys is real sensitive. They brand. I'm gonna tell you that the players also told me that a lot of the agents was like, they didn't want to go. Told their players don't even go to the Lakers. It's a toxic situation. Made it seem like more of the environment. It really didn't have much to do with the team, like the way they playing or the pieces. That had a lot to do with it. I ain't gonna say it had nothing to do with it, but mostly that it was a toxic situation, and you know they had a bad ownership group. So no one wanted their player to be around that. So that played the part also in it. And I told you guys I don't want to come off as I told you so, but I took a lot of heat when I was putting up my blog in the summer when Mozgov and Luol Deng were signed to the Lakers. I was very upset. A lot of people commented, say I was negative. That's how they felt. I'm negative and I should be open-minded. Maybe they will have a good year. Maybe see how this thing play out. Me being the type person I am, I fell back and said, hey, I'm let you guys see for yourself. Anytime you have older players older, he been around the league, he really don't make the turn and just change like that. That's who we are. Leopard don't change their spot. That's who they are. Luol Deng and you could look at Luol Deng clearly went down the minute he left Chicago. When he went to Cleveland, it was bad. When he went to Miami, it was bad. So what makes you think he's going to the Lakers and become good? And so that situation really killed the Lakers right there because they got signed 2 bad contracts in which they shouldn't have done. And everybody and their mother knows. So number one, let me break this down. Luol Deng is a good guy. A lot of players, owners, general managers, coaches love Luol Deng. You're not going to really hear too many bad things about Luol Deng, like far as his personality. But I don't know if you guys remember, but it was an issue when he came out of Duke about his age. Luol Deng is not 31, going on 32 in August. Luol Deng is 35 years old, and that's like pretty much a known fact. And the Lakers should have known that. Like, you give a guy 35, you could even look at his body, look at his style, you could just see it. Look at, okay, he's 35, and compared to other guys that 35, 36, they body and style of play is pretty much the same. Look at the other guys in the league that's 31. Guys like, 30 and 31. Guys like, for instance, Nick Young, Luol Deng, who else in that age bracket? Chris Paul, J.R. Smith. Like, you could see the difference in, their game and their athleticism. And even though they lost some steps, but you could see the difference. Luol Deng plays like an old man, like a guy who in his last year is about to retire. And Mozgov, he ain't no good. He never been good. He's okay. He's a backup. Like I said, signed him as a backup, a 2-year deal, but for $16 million, 4 years, all guaranteed. See, Mitch shot himself in the foot because he thought the new collective bargaining agreement was going to have an amnesty clause. I thought it was going to have it too. I really thought so. While all these big contracts coming out, I thought it was going to be an amnesty clause myself, but he shot himself in the foot with that. The minute he signed them 2 guys, people was in Genie Bus ear saying how those bad deals. And I told you guys from the start of the season that the Lakers was going to look closer to Ryan West in hopes to bring Jerry West along and get rid of Mitch. I told you guys that, like I said, I heard it from, like I said, I got people that I know, and this is what they said. That people, and it coming out now, y'all can go back to the videos and check it. That was said from the minute they signed the deal. She don't know much about basketball. They was like, that's going to set your franchise back. It's bad. And Mitch went to her and explained to her, the worst case scenario, we could get rid of one of the contracts with the amnesty clause. And thought maybe, one of them would do. But until the fall, it was, like I said, it was $70 million. And they gave Luke Walton a bone. Luke Walton begged the minute Whiteside 2 days before free agency, he said he wasn't coming to meet and do nothing with the Lakers. Mozgov became the top free agent as far as big men. The Lakers had like a breakdown of, they're going to go for wing players, guards, whatever, and the big man. They had $70 million to play with. So the most in NBA history, they had the most cap space in NBA history. And, they came up with Timothy Mozgov, Luol Deng, and Jose Calderon. Calderon, 35, 36, or 30-year-old. And like I said, Mitch, it just was totally, didn't have an idea, clue what was going on from the start. He was scaring me the minute he was like, the draft, after we drafted Ingram, we don't want no more 21, we want to get 30-year-olds. Like, age shouldn't play a part. If a guy 26 and he's been in the league 7 years, he came to the league when he's 19 years old, he's a veteran. 7 years, you get it. You get it. You've been around the league 7 years, you get it. Why should be an age restrict? Oh, I want 30-year-old. When he said that, he started losing me. When he said that, we don't need no 30 years old. And we don't need no 20 guys in their 20s. We need 30-year-olds on the team. We need some old guys on the team. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need the best players you can get. If a guy 26, he's been in the league 6 or 7 years, hey, that's a veteran. You know, he ain't no old veteran, but he's been around the league. He should be at his prime right now. He should be able to lead a team. He should be able to be that guy, locker room guy, whoever you want. And all through free agency, the Lakers kept pushing locker room guys, good characters. And it was a shot at Nick Young. They didn't contact him. He's basically away from the team. He didn't play the last month of the season right after the incident with D'Angelo Russell. He didn't play no more. He was just basically off the team. Like he said, he had one hand in the grave, which is true. They wasn't talking to him, no communication. Luke Walton gave him a courtesy call when he got hired. Like, I don't know what happened, but, you know, I feel it's right for me to speak to everyone who's under contract on this team. But nobody else, Mitch, nobody spoke to him the whole time. And they were trying to trade him. Now, you couldn't trade a guy that make $5 million, who could play two positions, the 2 and the 3, who could shoot and score the ball the way he scored. And you couldn't get rid of him, the guy who could make $5 million. So I supposed to have confidence in you getting rid of Luol Deng or Mozgov. Zubac is already better than Mozgov, and he only played a handful of games. He's a better scorer, rebound, shot blocker. He plays smarter. He's a better player already. Played a handful of games. So what that got to tell you? What that goes to tell you with a guy that getting $64 million, all guaranteed. A guy who coming off from averaging 2 points, so they could give him that much money. You know, that was Luke Walton sign. Luke Walton went to bat, and also what I blame Mitch, because they should have went to Luke and said, listen, you basing this guy on the series he had against you guys in the finals. I'm a general manager. I watch games throughout the whole year. You know, this guy is not what he is. He's not that type of guy. So, you know, now they handcuffed themselves. They put a lot of pressure on the young guys to perform because them two guys ain't really doing much. So now that the Lakers struggling, now we need to get rid of D'Angelo. He inconsistent. He's this, he that. He's not being the leader. Now you're asking a guy 20 years old to be a leader in the second year in the league. He's not being the leader. He just that, you know, he getting killed. But you gave God $72 million and $64 million, but you saying this young guy should have been a leader and he getting a bulk of the blame. Which I really don't like his progress, to be honest. I think he should be a little further on than what he is, but he's getting killed. Randall sometimes get killed. Just a lot of, they talks about the young, they don't even mention the reporters, don't even say nothing about Deng or Moscow. All they talk about, these guys not good as Embiid, Devin Booker, Porzingis. These guys ain't showing, it's just like a spotlight on them, which I think they have their days. They all look good. Then Julius Randle had triple doubles. He done played well. He looked good at times. Russell looked good at times. Clarkson looked good at times. Ingram looked good at times. Like, they having him. And Zubac looking good right now. And Nance up and down. He been injured. He pretty much, I think, he'll be injury prone. I done said that. But they had they share. And like I said, as an organization, they not just doing right. It seemed like they confused, don't know what's going on. And, I really don't like the fact that even when they got rid of Anthony Brown, he was a high second-round pick. And you get rid of him and bring in Meta, saying you need a toughness. Now, if I'm paying the guy $64 million and $72 million, they're going to give me leadership, performance, and some toughness. Like, what do you put Meta for? What? Like, he don't even be in the game. I like Meta, but I think he should have been the coaching staff. And the reason why I say this to say, reason why I said they should have kept Anthony Brown, mainly because, number one, we also can see that he got better from last year this year. He improved. That's what you want from a guy. Did they get better? Yes, that's one. Two, he was good friends with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram and him was pretty close. And a young player that's close with a guy that's a good guy and someone he could go to and talk to and maybe figure out, work out together. I don't know what they do, but he was pretty close with Anthony Brown. That alone should have been like, it's not like he was a bad influence on him. Let's just keep this guy around. And it's easier to could put a package, putting Anthony Brown in the trade more so than Meta, because they already know like Meta, he out the door. It's basically nothing. At least with Anthony Brown, you could say he was a young guy, he could shoot, he could do this and that. He just ain't getting his opportunity. He's on the bench. So a team may look at that like maybe, every deal is like having pieces. Meta just like this a wash. Brown, 34, the 34th pick in the draft, is 23 years old. Teams would be like, people, they mindset different, like maybe. But Meta's like, all right, he already 38, 39 years old. We already know he's out the league. It's like, don't even, why call him with this name? Unless it's just strictly a salary thing. But like I said, even putting a guy like Anthony Brown in a package, it look a little better. But I said, I got a little cold right now. But Anthony Brown, I mean, the Laker organization right now is saying that they just all over the place to me. That's why they brought Magic in, and I said that they was gonna make some changes. I told you guys that. I didn't think it was gonna be this soon. I thought it was gonna be at the end of the season. And I still won't be surprised if Jerry West come along. Like I told you, I said Ryan West was going to get a strong look. And I told you they wasn't happy with that, but Jeannie tried to give Mitchell benefit of doubt. But she's seeing for herself, she watching the game like, well, that thing is garbage. And people in her ear telling her, look. And they telling her about like Mozgov, they could see it. She watching these games and see it herself. And she like, and they telling her, they breaking it down to her the way I'm pretty much breaking it down to you. They going more in depth what I'm doing, and she's saying for herself like, how this ever happened? Why would you guys give these guys a guaranteed contract 4 years with no options? And she look at, Mozgov only averaged 2 points last year. He was hurt. Oh, Luke Walton only went the situation on how he played in the finals. Luol Deng only played good at playing. And then another thing that I'm going to try to end this video because I don't want to be too long. I'm going to keep you guys' attention. I'm going to build my subscribers up because, I'm giving you some real talk and also my opinion on things like that. But the announcers and everybody gloat about how Luol Deng played good in the absence of Chris Bosh playing the power forward. Even Mitch said it. Oh, he looked good. Playing power forward, in place of Chris Bosh. But why the hell would you sign him if we got Julius Randle and Larry Nance? What minutes he was going to get at power forward? This say if he get 4 minutes. They pretty much, the reporters and everybody saying he pretty much done as a small forward. Power forward is basically his position. Why would you sign this man to all that money? And the most he may get is 4 power forward. 4 minutes playing power forward. What sense did that mean? See, that's the shit I mean. I ain't mean to curse, but that's what I mean with this team. And which Mitch, he draft pretty well, but signing free agents, he don't do a good job. He lost confidence, and he pretty much just not cutting it right now. Now they're in a situation. Now that they can't really make moves. The only move they might can make is Lou Williams. Nobody else is maybe Calderon contract. But what you gonna get for Calderon? 2nd round pick. They're gonna eat his contract. So I'm gonna I'll get back to you guys. I'm gonna put up another video soon. Subscribe. Tell me what you guys like. Leave your comment at the bottom.